What's going on, everybody? Well, I'm here at the house. We're actually at the office and getting ready to this is cool, actually, very cool. I just want to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Also, I want to show you something that came in the mail that I'm super excited about. But what I'm also excited about is I'm taking this boat, right, with Hillary this weekend to St. John's River. She has her very first Bassmaster High School event on the St. John's. And so we're going to be up there. I'm the captain of the boat, so I can't fish. I get to hang out in the boat all day long and just sit there and kind of encourage them and be their coach, I guess. So I'm looking forward to that. Hillary's so excited. She can't hardly stand it. And anyways, I got something really, really cool in the mail the other day, and I want to show you guys what it is. It's awesome, actually. But first, let's hang out for a minute. I'm gonna put this right here. Put this right here. There we go. I have not bass fished much at all, to be honest with you. You know, since the St. Lawrence River tournament, last elite event of the year, kind of took a break. We all, and I don't know if you all knew this, but we all had COVID. We all got COVID in and around ICAST, and it lingered in our family up until about a week ago. So when you're wondering, like, man, I haven't seen a lot of videos, haven't seen a lot of posts, like where's Scott been? It has been because we have been a little under the weather. I mean, really for the last, a little over a month and a half or so. And what was weird is that, like, I ended up getting COVID, Jacob got COVID, Dylan got COVID, and then we all came home, and then Suzanne got COVID, and then Amelia got COVID, and then we went through that, and then Hillary got COVID after all that. So it just kept lingering and lingering. And it's been, but fortunately, none of us had to go to the hospital. We got through it really, really good. So, you know, all's good there. I feel really bad for all the people that have struggled with the symptoms of COVID. It's been bad. So many of my friends have been in the hospital, and it's just awful. So that being said, praying for all you guys that either had it or have it now, or, you know, just whatever. It's a bad deal. So, but that being said, getting ready to do a couple things, really. One is I want to hang out with you guys for just a minute, kind of give you an update, tell you what's been going on. Two, show you what's in this box, which is really cool. Also, three, I started working out really hardcore. I've got a goal. I haven't really publicly said this much, but I've got a goal to lose about 15 to maybe 20 pounds. I want to get back in my fighting shape, okay? So I've been riding the bike, Peloton. I've been doing a bunch of running, a bunch of cardio stuff, sweating like crazy, guys. So I feel a lot better. It's amazing. I will say this, it's amazing when, you know, you kind of get out of shape, you just get lazy. It really affects everything, really, mentally, physically, makes you feel awful, unmotivated. But I'm about a week into this now. I've lost about 6 pounds, which has been awesome. I feel great. And so anyways, that being said, a little diet is starting. We're about to put this boat back in the water, go film a bunch of TV shows. But you're wondering what's in here. Oh yes, you are, because I am too, because I have not opened it. So you're about to see my natural, this is like a true unboxing, right? I'm about to unbox this box. It says favorite all over it, which I think I know what it is. It's the brand new rods that they've built. All the guys have built. Andy Morgan, Latimer, DC, Mark Daniels, Burge. We're working on mine, guys. We don't have mine done yet, so mine's not in this box, but we will have that soon. But I'm excited to see what they have here. I know that they put a lot of hard work into this thing. That's the one thing I love about Favorite, is they really listen to what we have as far as input. You know, we send them samples. We look at the rods that they send us. We test them out all the time. Like the whole Pro Series, we've worked so diligently on making sure those rods were built right. Revisions, retro revisions after revisions, they kept sending us samples. We'd test them with a little more of this, a little less of that. We kept tweaking them, and we finally got them perfect. And that is the exact same thing the guys at Favorite did with these Signature Series rods. So that being said, let's see what's inside. All right, so I don't have a knife, so we're gonna have to use a trusty screwdriver. I should use a screwdriver so many times this year. I use it for, I'll tell you what I use it for. This is cool. On the Skeeter, I put it right here like that, okay? And I put my spool of line right here, and then when I spool my rod up or my reel up, the spool of line will spin on this. Here we go. What is inside? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Christmas in September. I'm excited. Look at that. You know, that's the one thing for all of y'all that have never bought a Favorite rod. It comes with a rod sleeve. The rods come with a protective sleeve. So that's always good. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's just go one by one. I'm I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion of what I think about them. And let's start with this one right here. I think, based on the colors, it's gonna be Zach Burge's rod, if I had to guess. This is the General. I'm digging the color scheme. Very well pointed colors. This rod here is a 7.3 medium heavy. Now, a 7.3 medium heavy is a rod that I like. I call it an all-purpose rod. And I know when Zach and I were working on the Pro Series rods, him and I both probably gave the most input on the 7.3 series. So no wonder he picked a 7.3, because he's a lot like me. He likes that all-purpose rod. So love the colors. Balance, which you can't feel, okay? You cannot feel the balance of this rod, but to me, that's almost the most important thing. Obviously durability, but having a really good balance is important, and this rod has that, okay? I'm gonna check the action right now. Yeah, I'm actually super impressed, okay? Like, this will be one of the rods you see me fish with a bunch this year. All right, another rod by Zach Burge. He did 2 rods. This is a spinning rod here, and this is a 7-foot 1-inch, and they're calling this one here Fast Action, and it's a medium heavy, okay? 7.1, which is a good size rod for lots of applications, for your shaky heads, throwing small crankbaits, you know, really just about do about anything you want with a 7-foot rod. So I'm gonna check the action out and let you know what I think. Yeah, that is good. That is good right there. So Zach, you did an amazing job with this rod here. 7-foot 1-inch medium heavy rod. Action is absolutely perfect. And that's the thing, guys, here's the deal. So just so you know, you see me bending the rods on the deck of the boat. And as a professional fisherman, I have to do that so I can see where the rod bends, how it bends, and all that kind of stuff. So, because not all medium heavies are the same. Not all heavies are the same. It depends on what brand of rod you buy, or even at Favorite, some of the different models, right, will have a slightly different action than what they call a medium or a medium heavy or heavy. So you kind of have to feel it. And for me, that's what I like to do. So that feels just like a true medium heavy. All right, dude, Zach, I didn't know you were doing 3 rods, bro. 3 rods? I didn't know you could do 3 rods. I mean, I gotta get busy. So you have a spinning rod, now a flipping stick, and the 7.3 medium heavy. Pretty sweet stuff. All right, so this is a 7-foot 7-inch flipping stick. Again, with a flipping stick, it's real important to have a very balanced rod. My first opinion of this thing, look at that, guys, balanced. I mean, the thing is so balanced. Super lightweight. That is really good. I like a flipping stick with a little bit of tip to it. It loads that bait up well, so when you go to flip, it's more accurate, right? Here's the thing, when you get into the heavy action rods, a lot of times you're gonna get rods that are tip heavy, just not balanced right. This one is balanced perfectly. So again, I keep saying this, Zach, I'm giving you all kind of props in this video. Great job on building these rods right here. So, dude, check this out, guys. Oh yeah, a little B-lat action. All right, dude, let's see what you got here. I've seen a couple of your posts on Instagram. This one is the 7-foot 2-inch medium heavy B-lat rod, okay? It is balanced, it's very lightweight. It's a thicker rod, a little bit thicker there. Oh yeah, that's a crankbait rod. That's gonna be like a big square bill rod. That's what that's gonna be for right there. Look at that, look at this thing shake after I do it. That's what you want. You want that little bit of reverb on that tip like that. Because when you're throwing that crankbait, right, and you're cranking that crankbait, and that crankbait's wobbling, and your rod tip's wobbling, it's just good. Bigger square bill, chatterbaits, things like that. I can just see that tip shaking as I'm reeling that thing through the water. Boom, okay, that is good. So good job, B-Lat, on that one. I'll definitely be fishing with that this next year. You know, and for me, we're building some rods, guys, and so we haven't got up to 3 yet. So I want you to do me a favor before we get too far in this video. I want you to drop a comment down below and let me know what, you know, especially after this video is done, let me know what rod you would like me to build, right? Is there a certain size, a certain action? I've got some ideas in my head that I'm gonna play with, but I'm really looking forward to fishing with these rods because these guys did a fantastic job so far. All right, here we go. B-Lat's number 2. 7.1, it's another 7-foot rod. This is a 6-stick right here. And here's the difference, like you're gonna see the differences between the General, the 6-stick, and some of the other models. We might have a lot of, you know, we might have multiple 7.3s, we might have multiple 7.1 spinning rods, but the difference in these rods are gonna be a little extra special things that B-Lat put on this particular rod, but also price, right? Price is going to separate a lot of these different models. So, you know, you can run through the gamut of what your what really fits your budget. But B-Lat has done it here with this 7.1. It's a nice feeling. It's a little softer. It's a little softer than Zach's 7.1, which I like. So this might be more of a, for me, I'll pick up a drop shot with this one here, right? Little drop shot action, a lighter shaky head. It's a good feeling rod, balanced. Good job, dude. Oh yeah, look at that one. Oh yeah. Here's another, I think this is going to be another crankbait rod. I think this one here is going to be, yep, exactly what I thought it was going to be. This is a 6 foot 10 inch, okay? 6 foot 10 inch crankbait special right here. Okay, so square bills, smaller square bills, jerk baits, you know, chatterbaits still too. A 610 is still enough rod for that. But look at how much this rod bends. You know, look at this thing's bending all the way down into this part of the rod, which is a really good medium action rod, okay? And that's what they're calling that, a 6 foot 10 inch medium action rod. So it's good. I mean, I like the balance of it. It's gonna load the baits up well. It's gonna be a super accurate rod. You need a little bit of tip, not only to keep the fish buttoned up when you hook them, that rod can flex, but believe it or not, it really helps with your accuracy on your casts. I mean, that's one of the most important parts of having the right rod for the application. It loads that tip up just right and allows you to be more accurate. I can take a rod like this and I can envision myself making really precise casts. You take the same exact length rod that has just a little bit different action to it, and you just don't cast quite as smooth. It doesn't quite go where you want it to go as much, but this right here feels good. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, here we go. Little JVD action. I forgot to mention him a minute ago when I was talking about us building these rods. Jonathan Van Dam, okay? He's on the team now, and he has taken the favorite jackhammer series and added a couple rods to that series, which if you've watched me fish over the last couple of years, you know, you hear me talk about the jackhammer series all the time. I love the rod itself. To me, it is literally the best spinning rod on the market that I've ever held. And that's bar none, like 100% bar none best spinning rod on the planet, okay? Super lightweight, durable, super sensitive, and it's good. It's one of their higher end rods in the lineup. This rod right here is gonna come in at $289. So this is not a cheap rod, but it is very durable and it is well worth the money. And Jonathan has come up with his own 7 foot 6 inch model in this. Now where that's really gonna be good in my opinion is gonna be long casting tubes, long casting drop shots. You know, he's an up north guy, he's a St. Clair guy, he's a Michigan guy. And up there, you know, we drag tubes a lot. We make long casts on these flats, and these longer rods allow you to get that bait out farther, but this soft action, right? That soft action in this rod, which feels amazing, will keep those fish buttoned up. So that's why he's come out with this 7.6. And I'm sure, you know, you can probably jump over to his page and he'll talk all about, you know, why he came up with this rod and all the different things, but I would imagine it's for those longer cast applications, and again, dragging tubes, drop shots, and darter heads and all that kind of stuff. But it's a good feeling rod. So far, every rod that I've touched in this series has been spot on. So no negatives so far. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I see something that I thought, yeah, you could have done this a little different, I'm gonna tell you. But so far, so good. These things have been spot on. Here's another rod in the series Jonathan made. Let's see what this one is here. This is a 6 foot 10 inch model. And again, this is gonna be, I'm sure he made this for drop shots, jerk baits, different things like that. But it's just a good all-purpose rod, a 610 spinning rod, skipping wacky worms under docks, game on. At the Forest Wood Cup a couple years ago, I did really, really well, and I was skipping Cincos under docks. And I was fishing with the 7 foot jackhammer and skipping it medium action, skipping those Cincos under the dock, and it did really, really well. I can imagine this 610 right here is gonna be perfect for it. And really what Favorite did, which is neat, okay? These are not just renamed rods. These are completely different rods. They've redesigned them, different lengths, and so they're adding this to the series. So now it's gonna expand all the series at Favorite tenfold. So that's really, really good stuff. Smart move on Winston's part, and I'm glad that we've got some really good guys in there with input on building these rods. Are you ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? They affectionately named this rod, or this entire series, the GOAT. We all know who the GOAT is, right? Andy Morgan, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend right here, has made a pretty awesome flipping stick. 7 foot 6 inch heavy action. Oh yeah, this thing right here is a flipping man's dream, okay? Again, well balanced. Look at that thing, guys. Super lightweight, durable, the whole 9 yards. Andy, you'll be fishing with this, my friend. All right, look at this one, guys. MDJ, that's right. Mark Daniels Jr. He made this rod right here. This is the Hex series, which is one of Favorite's higher end. I think this is the highest end rod here. This rod's $399, guys. So this is a serious rod for serious fishing. But guys, if you could feel this thing, I mean, it feels like a $400 rod. I mean, it's just amazing. The balance is good. And again, for me, that is perfect. The length of the handle, perfect there. I like it where it is. This is a 7 foot 8 inch heavy. Now what you're gonna do with a 7 foot 8 inch is pretty much flip. It's not as stiff as Andy Morgan's GOAT rod. The 7.6 Andy Morgan rod was a stiffer rod. So for heavy cover, maybe like hyacinths and heavy, super heavy stuff, that GOAT rod might be better. But for your everyday flipping, for your like specialized stuff, this rod right here feels really well. And that 7.8 allows you to do a few extra things to it as well. Probably throw a spoon on it, would be a good rod for a spoon, big footer spoon, big football jig out deep, swim bait, guys. I mean, that rod right there, you could chunk a swim bait far. When I say swim bait, I mean like a big line through, you know, a big swim bait. You could chunk it far, get it down there and lean on these big old bass with this 7.8 Hex by MDJ. Good job so far, guys. Yeah, everything's been a winner so far. I knew he was gonna do this one. I knew he was gonna be this part of this series because whenever I fished with Dustin Connell, affectionately known as DC, out in Alabama, we were on the Alabama River fishing, doing a show last year, and I was asking him about different rods, and he said he really loves the Summit series. And it's super lightweight. It's an interesting deal, right? So this blank goes through the handle, so you're really touching a lot of that rod. So as far as sensitivity goes, like you're all over it, right? I mean, there's hardly any foam, very thin right here. So you're gonna feel everything with this DC rod. This is the Summit. He made a 7 foot 2 inch. They're calling it a medium heavy. So let's check it out. Oh yeah, I like it. DC, you did a good job on that one, dude. It's a little stiffer than Zach Burge's 7.3 medium heavy. So, you know, use that. You could use this maybe for more jigs, right? More jigs, bigger spinner baits, things like that. But that rod feels good. All right, look at these things, guys. Works of art, okay? Awesome job, Favorite. Awesome job, guys, making those rods. I mean, really, you covered all the bases. It's gonna be difficult for me to figure out where do I need to come in? Do I need a 7.2? Do I need a 7.4? Yeah, a crankbait rod. I'll tell you what I need. I need a matte flipping rod. That's the one thing we don't have. Like a 7 foot 11 inch or a 7.10, something big and nasty, right? Something for these big Florida bass. I'm definitely gonna be working on that one. And so guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Favorite, for sending me these rods. And again, guys, check them out online. Favorite has the full selection on their website. We'll drop a link in the description down below as well. And be sure to check them out. And again, these are additions to the series. So just wanna clarify that. So as you go and look at the 6.6 series, you're gonna see BLAT's signatures, but you'll also see some other existing rods in that particular series. So you can get all your bases covered, and they got all your price ranges covered from the 6 stick all the way up to the Summit. So again, that's it. Thank you for hanging out, guys. And we're feeling good. We're feeling good. We're gonna get some more content coming up. We're going to the Keys for some more saltwater content and just gearing up. And so that's it. That is it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Do me a huge favor. Just drop a comment down below and let me know again what rod you would like me to build. I need 3 of them, so let me know what you think. We'll see you guys. Bam!